Howdy hoo, all my stock market gamblers. I'm Tall Mike, and welcome. It's Thursday, September 10th. Anyways, what we got going on in the stock market? We get a continuation of the bounce we had yesterday. And we had a nice bounce yesterday, and the bounce is continuing up. Look at a stock like Tesla, for example. It was down in the low 300s. Now it's right about 400. Now, do I think Tesla's going to 500 anytime soon? Will it get back to all-time highs? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think this is a good time to exit the Tesla trade if you're still in it. $400 is a good price to get out at. That's just my opinion, not financial advice. I'm just a gambler, but I bet this goes back down to 300. And I bet it gets there relatively quick. This bounce was great. We made some money. But here's the thing. Put some protection on right now. The VIX, it's spiked up on that, the 10% NASDAQ move down. But now the VIX is kind of drifting back down to 26, 25 area. I'm buying some call options on the VIX. I think the VIX is going to go higher, which means we're going to get more volatility. The VIX is volatility. I also put some XLK puts back on. Now those protected me. When the NASDAQ dropped 10%, I lost some money in not lost money, I'm still holding them, but like the GDX and the GDXJ, those dropped. But what protected me was those XLK puts. Those things doubled and tripled in that 10% drop. Now, what's leading this bounce back up? Well, once again, it's technology. It's dropped down to the 50-day, the XLK, bounced right off it, and now we're back up to touching the 20-day. I think it's time to put those XLK puts back on. They'll protect you if I'm correct, and if we're going to get volatility here. I'm not calling for a big crash yet. The big crash is coming. It's going to wipe out a lot of people, and it's going to be real scary when it happens, but I don't think it's going to happen just yet. We have this thing, once again, we have an election coming up, and I don't see it crashing before the election. Now, we get a lot of economists out there, they don't always make good traders. They can't get the direction of the market right. They can't get the timing right. The thesis may be right, but yet they don't have the timing in the market. That's what we do as traders. Now, what I want to help you with, if you want, is your trading. I'm a chartologist. I look at charts to see what direction the market's headed in. If you want to know how I do that, just go to stockmarketgambler.com and sign up for my free newsletter, Stock Market Secrets. Just give me your name and email, and I'll send them out to you free. It's just a few tips I have on the market that might help you. What we got going on right now is we got the professionals, which are the seasoned veteran traders, going up against these Robinhood guys. Now, these Robinhood guys have been kicking the professionals' butt, right? They've been right on. They've been buying these dips. But here, I as a chartologist, I can tell what's happening now. Some of these professionals are exiting the market, and they're using these Robinhood guys to buy the dips to get a higher price for the stuff that they're exiting. Now, this is good. You noticed it yesterday, how we gapped up and we headed up, and then right before the close, there's all this selling coming in. That's the professionals. That's these Robinhood guys are going, hey, look how smart I am. Oops. And then today, same thing, we're gapping up, but now we're drifting back down. These professionals, I'm telling you, they're getting out of the market where these Robinhood guys, they're saying, buy these dips. Well, the market is really, what's driving the market is the Fed. If the Fed pumps money in, if they come out tomorrow and say, we're going to pump another $5-10 trillion into the market, sure, Tesla's going to shoot right back up to $500, but the amount of money they're going to have to pump in to get that to shoot back to $500, it's probably like 5 trillion, maybe even 10 trillion. I mean, the heroin, this is the heroin to the marketplace. This is what it needs its juice. And it's the patient's pretty much borderlining dead. Anyways, I think we're just going to consolidate around here. I think we're going to retest the low that we just hit a couple days ago. We're going to retest the 50 days on the QQQ and the SPY and the DIA. Now, if that 50-day moving average gets breached and we break a whole day or two below that, this market has so much air beneath it, the big drop will come right running into the election. That'd be really terrible for Mr. Donald Trump if we got a collapse going into the election. Now, what I want to talk a little bit about is inflation versus deflation. What's coming? Anyways, if the Fed keeps printing this money, it won't create all this inflation? Well, it hasn't so far, right? Hasn't so far. What the Fed doesn't want to see is deflation. They don't want to see the price of the stock market come down. They don't want to see the price of houses come down. Anyways, and they're willing to just crush and destroy the middle class. You see, what happens when they print the money and they get this inflation? It creates inequality in the world. It makes these billionaires just extremely rich. Let's say, even if you just have $100,000 in the market and the Fed comes in with 5 trillion and they pump up the market 10%. All of a sudden you got $10,000 more. But what about the working guy that doesn't have money in the stock market? What he sees is price increase. He sees the standard of living going down and down and down because of the price increases when he goes to the grocery store, when he goes to pay his rent, when he goes to the gas station. Do you want prices going up or going down? I mean, personally, I want to pay less for stuff. But the Federal Reserve, they want things to be going up. See, our government is in big trouble. We owe $27 trillion, and that's the tip of the iceberg. Our real liabilities are much closer to $100 trillion. But we can't pay our debt. We can't pay this off. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to inflate our way out of it. We're trying to just inflate, and hopefully we can get out of this mess. But I'm telling you, it's not going to work this time. Will not work. Now, the government cannot raise rates when inflation comes. They cannot. We would default. They have to keep rates at zero. They may even bring them negative. You know what negative rates are going to do to the real world, the real economy? Oh my goodness. You're not going to recognize the world. You're not going to recognize the streets that you walk down now. They're going to have tents on them with people living in the tents. There's going to be homeless just everywhere. This isn't the world I want to live in. I want to get back to sound money. I want to get back to money that's backed by gold, by silver, even back it by Bitcoin, for crying out loud. Now, I'm not as big a Bitcoin fan as I am gold and silver, but you got to back the money by something. You got to get people to believe in the dollar bill again. Get the dollar bill to have some value. Right now, it's just being wiped out. It's just going to go away. It doesn't... I really think inflation's coming. Now, we may get a crash in the stock market that brings on some deflation. I mean, and maybe gold and silver get sucked down with the crash that's coming. And that would be beautiful. I mean, I would be in there buying it. I'd always have some dry powder ready. Dry powder to put money into the GDX, the GDXJ. I'm telling you. These are the gold miners, and they're going to pull the Tesla. They're going to go from like where they are now. They're going to go up 4, 5, 6, 10 times what they are now. I mean, some of these miners are trading at $1. They're going to be trading at $10. I mean, if they're trading at $10, they'll be trading at $100. I'm telling you, the miners are going to fly, and they're going to fly pretty soon. But they may get sucked down when the market comes. So maybe we get deflation first, and then we get the inflation. I don't know exactly how it's going to play out. I do know though that we're going to see it play out, and it's going to be fun to watch. Hopefully you're going to make money on it. That's why we're here. We're here to talk about making money. Now, anyways, what I want you to do today for me, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Punch it. Just punch it so we can continue to have these conversations. Anyways, I think the market has had its bounce, and I think we're going to retest that low we had just a few days ago. Now, if the 50-day doesn't hold, run for the hills, but put some puts on. I got the XLK puts today. It's just protection to the downside if the market does decide to come in. Anyways, I think the professionals are selling, and I think the Robinhood guys are buying the dips, and I think that the professionals are going to win this one. I don't think buying the dips is going to last much longer. Anyways, that's all I got today. Hope you're having a great day today. Keep trading. Keep a smile on your face. Get out there and make some money. That's all I got today. This is Tall Mike.